Welcome to the show. This is The Force Awakens Indiana Jones Dial of Destiny review by me, David Zammit, aka Diz, a Star Wars fan, an Australian, whatever you want me to be put in a type of category. But anyway, let's get straight into it. It's Wednesday here. It has been released early. You know it's a big blockbuster when you have something come out on a Wednesday here. Let alone a Tuesday, which was like the last film, which was actually Flash, can you believe, a Tuesday? But that's very unheard of. Anyway, Indiana Jones, Dial of Destiny, I'm going to get straight off the bat, 8 out of 10. That's right, 8 out of 10. I'm going to really hold back tonight because the particular cinema, particular brand, particular luxurious type of cinema, which I will not name, left me quite bitter and disappointed with the service involved, but that's a matter to be worked out. Anyway, let's get into the actual film, the movie. It's a really good film. It's acted well. Now, if people are going to go on about the CGI, which is obviously mainly towards the de-aging process in certain individuals in this film, especially Harrison Ford, this is flawless. In my opinion, it's flawless. You cannot pick the fault. If there's anything, maybe when his head twists, you may be able to see something that is a bit unusual, like a sort of blurry sort of maybe look, but it's not. It's just not there. It's actually very good. I think the de-aging process for the story really worked. It was really good. I think the acting performances on everyone, especially the lead actress, and I don't know her name, she was really good. It was great to get some cameos in this film. Some, not a lot, just some. I won't mention who. Especially towards the end, there's it's sort of a moment which is sort of a very loving moment, which is good. I think the film lacked a little bit of clarity. It was a lot of clutter in its action. Action was done well, but it was just a lot of clutter. It was sort of like it was a bit claustrophobic. It didn't have simplicity to the types of action shots, and lots of the film wasn't really iconic to the actual film or what Indiana Jones would be. It was just very generalized Indiana Jones type action. Like there's no Raiders of the Lost Ark with the big ball coming at you. That is a memorable thing to happen. And here you have obviously you've probably seen in the trailers, there's a bit of a train sort of action thing happening, and other action sequences. It was good that it was just seamless. It didn't have to be tacky or gimmicky, but it was more action, less about the Indiana Jones type of action. I thought there was a lack of speaking, especially in the beginning, in the intro action sequence, you could say, from Indiana Jones or Harrison Ford. And every time you did hear him, the age of his voice would come through a bit. I could pick that up. But, he did well enough. I think there's more good than bad out of this film. It's not your classic Indiana Jones film. It has moments, but it's not your classic Indiana Jones film. It's just a really good action film with Indiana Jones in it, if you can understand. It's definitely a repeat type film. Like, the fun of the film is really good. The ideas are good. I think Mangold, who is the director, which is apparently still at the moment going to be doing a Star Wars film, whether that's going to be signed and sealed and delivered, I'm unsure yet, but you know, depends on the success of this film. I think he directed really well. I think he sort of had a nice editing style, nice colours, nice sort of, he gave the film a regular action film rather than a pure Indiana Jones type of film, which I thought I respected, I liked. The score was, you know, definitively John Williams. There was, you know, just points. The actual main Indiana Jones was used a couple of times when it just didn't need to be used, but that was okay. But he definitely is just a great score writer. I just thought, it didn't feel like a final film. It felt like a film that there could be one more down the track. It depends on how well it does. I reckon this film's going to do better than most people think. The cinema I was in was 95% full. It's a smaller cinema, a specialised luxurious type cinema. But that was an indication. I think there's more excitement for this film of all the films this year with Indiana Jones than critics would think. I think you're going to see that in the box office, in America, in Australia. Don't worry about the Australian amount of money, because it's always going to be surpassed by the Americans. But if there's any guess to my value that this film will do in America, I think it's going to push about, I would say, 90 to 100,000 in North America in the opening weekend. That's what I think it may do. So that's probably above what they're expecting, which I think is 60 or 70. And I think that will be well deserved. It's a good film. Go and see it with the kids. Go and see it with your girlfriend, anyone. It's fantastic. So check that one out. But anyway, that is my review. 8 out of 10 for Indiana Jones by me, David Zammit, a.k.a. Diz. I'll be back, down the track with some more reviews, more Star Wars news, whenever that is going to be. Just as a pointer, the Star Wars news that I can tell you is that there's 3 films coming on the way. 2 of them are going to be released in 1 year. 1 of them are going to be released in 2027. That is the one I believe is going to be episode 10. I think they're going to push that to be the Rey Skywalker one, or on that sort of lead. So if they really just use that 2027, it's going to be December. That will be the 50th year anniversary for Star Wars. It will be episode 10 if they make it episode 10. This is the one I'm really looking forward to. This is why I think they're doing a Rey Skywalker film, because it really does need to continue from the saga that we know. Maybe not the Skywalker part, but definitely somebody that was relevant to the last films. So that's why I think they're making a Rey Skywalker film. Keep the relevancy rather than, sudden shock like we had the Emperor in Rise of Skywalker, which I liked. Not many people did, but I liked the whole Emperor sort of thing. But that's the only news. 2026, there's going to be 2 films, I think, in 1 year, May and December, I think it is. Or 225, it could be. I'd say 226. And then in 2027, December, will be a film by Star Wars. Anyway, that's the news, and that's my review for this time around. As I keep saying, my friends, keep rocking the Kool-Aid. Woo! Piece of news. Anyway, until next time, my friends, keep rocking.